dirt mesa, if that makes any sense. The palisade is not in looking very impressive nor very high. It just seems to be there, kind of ramshackle together. You can see several tents outside. Outside it, holding a flag or a banner that I'll give you all now. Let's see where I've. So as you basically get really close to the city or town, my bad, you see several tents and banners with this sign.
Oh. Does this look like innately familiar to anybody?
You can roll on a history check.
You said history?
Yeah, history.
Womp.
Yeah, your noble background knows that this is the Centarim's banner. There were a vicious mercenary band who forced themselves through power in this northern part of Faerun by helping like war-struck regions in need. They aren't nice guys in any way or form. They just were like opportunity hunters, so they came and saved people, if that makes any sense, and save kind of those weak armies that were getting kind of fucked. To most common folk, now when the wars are over, they're slavers first and soldiers second.
Oh my.
They're quite well known. They're not, and they're spread out through entire northern Faerun, basically. Several of them kind of peek out their tents and you see some of them mercenaries laughing at you and pointing towards you. Just general being very rude, actually.
Target doesn't matter, he's just to keep on going.
There's no gate or anything. The entrance to the city is open.
Okay. I want to relay just kind of the general information to Haugen as we're walking into the city, sort of like a hey, we're not looking at good guys nor bad guys here, but just kind of keep your head up.
We're looking at rude guys.
As you enter the city, you see several people in chains being escorted out of the city and seemingly just down the road from outside the city, they're coming as you pass them going into the city wall, and they pass you with several of the similar looking mercenaries with them. As you can all guess with your not so stupid selves, those are probably slaves.
Yeah.
But you enter the city. Dagger Falls is quite clearly not the most well-off town. It has several merchants seemingly packing up their stuff with caravans and their own guards, and you see several buildings, several taverns, several just temporary merchants who set up shop. You don't see that many just normal folk around, actually. It's just mostly seemed to be more of a resting stop for traders and the like.
Right. So, any idea what's a good inn here, Jackie? Or ain't you been around these parts?
We definitely need to spend as little time here as possible.
Thought so.
Why don't we, let's see.
Well, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say, why don't we unload a little bit of these things that we don't need, and see if we can just pack some stuff and hit the next town.
Aye.
As you look around, there's some merchants put up like a very ramshackled tent while they seem to have workers packing up their gear, but there's one man that seemed to try to get the attention of all the traveling merchants around there, and he's standing outside a building that could barely be called a shop, if that makes any sense. It's been scorched several times, and just in general looks like a shithole, to be honest. And he shouts, come by at full gas caravan supplies. I got everything for you. Come and buy."
Oh, you know what? I bet they do have. This being the kind of trading post that it sounds like, I imagine we can go ahead and get maybe not a luxury carriage like we were after, but we might be able to get, some decent transportation.
Oh, yeah.
And looking at the map, we're going to hit some roads soon that'll make it a little easier.
Yeah.
Now, let's see. The guy's just out in front of his shop, just kind of like calling out to anybody.
Yeah, it's
okay.
Because there's a lot of merchants in town. They all seem to be packing up their stuff, so they've probably been there, resting for a day.
Okay. Well, I'd like to approach the guy speaking aloud, and let's find out what he has available.
Well, I'd say just for the purpose of this, Crowl and Salt, as you all do your normal rounds, you noticed a very haggard-looking group getting a lot of attention from everybody. And Hagen noticed this as well. A lot of people are staring at you, including the guy shouting for people to buy stuff, and I need to fix that beeping. So what happens then is kind of between you and the meanwhile.
Did you say that aloud? Say what aloud? Like, out of character, did Jack say that aloud about how you guys were looking for a wagon?
That depends. Who's Jack?
Jackie.
No.
Is that really how you pronounce that?
Yeah, and I don't know why this has been a headache and a half, and I just don't get it. And I didn't realize I'm apparently the only person in the world that knows an actual person with their name spelled this way. That's how it's pronounced.
Yeah, because the French are.
I have heard everything.
I'm back.
Yeah, and as to that,
I know people too. Wait, you didn't meet Maria last time we went to Tyler, did you? Because it's Maria's older sister.
Jimmy.
Okay. Well, yeah, Jimmy.
I'm confused.
Jimmy.
So what's happening?
That's nothing, dude. The other day we were in the chat and we found out that Kata this whole time has been pronouncing it Charlotte.
What?
He's never heard the name Charlotte before, ever in his life. He says he's never heard it before, and he pronounced it Charlotte.
What?
I've never heard that in my life. But no, to answer your question, it was not allowed. It was more directly to Haugen. Hey, we can get that carriage we spoke about. We just need to go talk to this guy because he looks like he knows what he's doing.
So Organ is just following Jackie up to the store because ain't much left to do.
As I said, as Hagen, as an observant individual, you notice that you get a lot of people kind of give you the eye. Not that they're like, oh god, no, they're like, what the fuck who are these people?
What's happened to these people?
They've never seen an adventuring band before.
Well, maybe those who are less covered in cave dust,
We need to
fire.
flex on them. That's what needs to happen. We need to
Yeah.
flex on them.
Undeads turn into like pure dust or ash from radiant energy over and over and over again.
Yeah, he's been spitting that shit out of his nose for weeks now. And it's not even been weeks.
It's been 3 days.
Yeah.
Well, do you approach the cavern supply or
Yeah.
shop owner, I guess?
Yeah.
Are you customers? It's quite hard to see from your current state.
I kind of like shake, pat some of the dust off, almost like a oh shit, like I'm sorry, kind of like
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
quick, like yeah, my bad, man. And we say yeah, we've we just got out of a huge spot of trouble. We could really use some help if you deal in any kind of transportation.
I do, but I mean the last caramel was already bought a day ago. I need to commission a new one, if so.
And what would that cost?
Who bought it? Give me a name.
Give me a name. I
Give me a
swear.
name.
do you say that in character?
No.
It's like
No,
he immediately threatened the guy.
Day to make a new one.
Yeah, it depends how much you're willing to pay.
What do your carriages run?
Well, a basic small one, maybe 100 gold.
Is Carl trying to say something?
I don't know.
What? Oh, can you guys not hear me?
Nope.
Now we can hear you, but not before.
Now we do.
Oh, you can hear me or not?
I can now.
Okay. Then I don't know. Was my thing lighting up?
Yeah.
It was.
I mean, I am looking for a chance to kind of.
Yeah, you can any moment. That's what I tried to imply to both you and Salt. You guys see this ragtag group getting a little bit too much attention that you feel is comfortable from everybody.
I'll walk up, and since they've been talking about it, I assume I heard something.
Yeah, Tholgoth, as you know, is a very loud talking guy. He doesn't understand talking at a lower voice. He is that asshole who always talks way too loud all the time. Like me. Sorry?
It's 3.
So, yeah, you can go ahead.
So I'll walk up and I'll say, "Hi. I couldn't help but overhear you were looking for a wagon."
Yeah, we are.
I can get you a wagon.
Yeah. Is there gonna be any corn for our work or nah? Cause
Discuss payment. Somewhere else though. How about here? How about you come meet me down at the inn, and we'll discuss payment there, huh?
You're breaking up real bad.
and not for me.
Am I?
Kind of, but I understood. I at least understood what he said.
Yeah.
Sounded like meet you at the inn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you come down to the inn and we'll discuss payment there.
Well,
This isn't really the best
Well-
place to.
this is the market.
Yeah, true. But it's rude to discuss. Other business dealings in another man's tent.
Tholgoth kinda intercepts. Are you trying to see my customers? And he actually rolls an intimidation against you.
Oh, he's being a rude.
What do I roll against that?
I actually don't remember, but I'm pretty sure he fails.
Oh, you
Roll a sleight of hand to take his customer.